Hello, I'm Ty the Jeep Guy, and each day Jeep Cherokees are cut up, abused, and neglected. Please, by simply hitting that subscribe button and liking all Judith the Jeep videos, you can ensure that Judith the Jeep stays on the trail.
Oh man, sweet Jeep! What do y'all got done to it? Oh. Okay.
Right now, there's a Jeep that needs you, and your subscription to Judith the Jeep says I'm here to help.
Yeah, I returned driver. That's the opposite of what I told you to do. Alright, so...
Well, howdy. Long time no talk, and man, I am sorry about that. I know I promised you guys 2 videos a month, and last month I only put out 1, and I don't really have a great start to this month either, but I promise there's been some huge things behind the scenes going on for not just the Judith the Jeep YouTube channel, but for the whole Black Hills four-wheeling community in general. And in this video, I'm going to go over several things. Things like my last wheeling trip, which I'm going to go ahead and play right now.
There it goes. I cleared up all the snow for him. I said sometimes I feel like a caveman trying to operate this thing.
So that was on December 2nd, I think, and that's the last time I've been four-wheeling, really. Whenever I got back, I discovered that I was getting stuck in 4 low, and I was wondering why, and I noticed that my transmission mount was completely shot. So I tried my best to replace it the first time, and I ended up getting the wrong transmission mount. So I had to order a new one through O'Reilly's. Once I got that new one in there, I discovered that my shift linkage from BoostWorks was way too short for my mid-arm kit from Skyjacker. So I ended up having to get some all-thread, cut a new piece, and put it up in there and adjust my 4-wheel drive. So now that works flawlessly.
Alright, after much adjustment, I think I finally got it. I just have to tighten up these 2 lock nuts here and attach it to my shifter right here. So fingers crossed.
On top of that, I have got so many things that I still have to do to this thing before I can even hit the trails. The biggest one that I need to address ASAP is that axle seal you guys saw. It is leaking like nobody's business, and it is something with that limited slip I have in the front. I really want to get that fixed right away. On top of that, I need rear brakes and front brakes. I have a disc brake conversion kit for the rear that's from Crown Automotive. I just gotta find the time to install it, and I think I'm gonna have a local guy here. He's gonna get it all installed for me, so my fingers are crossed because we have a club run on the 28th, and I want to be there for that. On top of that, I also have some bottom end noise coming from Judith. And that is something that I don't really sit well with. I would like to take Judith on some road trips this year, go out to the Bighorns, possibly even Colorado, maybe Utah. And I'd love to accomplish that, but I don't want to do it on a motor that sounds like it's about to start its own space program. So that's something that I'm still on the fence about addressing right away, or just waiting until, I've got the time to do that. So really, that sums up Judith the Jeep. We're just waiting for me to get some time so I can work on her and get her back on the trail. I feel like every season I hit this point of the year where I've got to rush, get it back in one piece, just so I can tear it up again all summer long. So stick around as we get Judith trail ready again. So besides, getting Judith back on the road and, work takes up quite a bit of time too, you might be wondering what else could be taking up all my time. Well, if you guys know me, I've been a part of a Jeep club for quite some time now. Actually, I went on a club run for the first time in 2017, but I lived like an hour away and I had a job that required a lot of time. But I wasn't able to make like club meetings, club runs all the time. Now that I live in the same town where this club is based out of, I actually work right across the street from where we have our meetings. I went ahead and joined this club, and quite honestly, it has been an absolute blast. I've met so many people, and I ended up becoming the president of it recently. Now, I have to say that this club makes it so easy to be the president of, because really, they've been going on for so long now, and it's so it's like a well-oiled machine. I gotta give a big shout out to the folks that created the club. A lot of them still have some big influences there, and they make this so easy. So thank you to you guys. So while we're on this topic of the trails and everything, is actually something that representatives from the big 3 clubs here in the hills that already do a lot for the hills decided to start an event called 4x4 101. Now, when I first started four-wheeling out here, I had no idea what I was doing, where I was going, and that's where you can get in a lot of trouble here, and again, even get a trail shut down if you don't know where you're going. You end up somewhere that you're not supposed to be and such. So 4x4 101 is a how-to event that these 3 clubs come together to host every year, this being our second year. It's got stations such as winching techniques, how to use a high lift jack, the most important ones like tread lightly, mapping. Our Forest Service trail rangers come to it, which is awesome, and they get involved. This year we should have like some first aid stuff set up. We even have food trucks, and it's just a great day for the community here.
And four-wheeling is gaining traction in the hills. It's driven the Forest Service and local groups to educate new riders on treading cautiously, and drove our Jeffrey Lindblom to get the details.
The hills invite people to start their engines. The four-wheeler community is growing in South Dakota, especially over the last year, and all of the interest has sparked an urge for some local riding groups to educate people on how to tread wisely.
We're seeing how busy the trails are getting out here in the hills. I think we decided it was time to take action and take initiative and try and put something together to show new 4x4 enthusiasts some of the basics of getting out.
The groups are teaching the public how to winch and recover, and what things to bring with you when you go out. There's no particular ignition to this hobby. The key of interest can be found in just about anyone.
I used to do a lot of off-road riding, and I got old and lazy, and I wanted a way to get outside and not be dead at the end of the day, and so I started getting into Jeeping.
It's just like if you give a mouse a cookie, you go out four-wheeling once and you're like, well, now I need a lift kit and rock sliders, and then you get stuck and you need a winch, and then all of a sudden it turned into its own hobby for me.
The high volume of trail usage has gotten the attention of the National Forest Service.
What we see is trail damage and things with people who are just not educated as well as they should be for proper trail use, as we call it, tread lightly.
The Forest Service would like to see more trail etiquette, like leaving gates the way that you found them, open or closed, going through mud holes instead of around them, yielding to uphill traffic when you're traveling downward, and always to horses. But above all else,
the biggest thing is to stick to the trails.
Some trails are open seasonally, and others are year-round. But to prevent damage to the forest, stay on them.
Yes, it's public lands. It means it's all of ours. We all get to use it. But in the broad spectrum of things, it's everybody's. And so we want it kept in good condition for people and generations to come.
Jeffrey Lindblom, Black Hills, Fox News.
So if you've watched this far, I have got a special treat for you guys. So I have an Instagram, and I don't really plug it on my Jeep channel. I don't really post too much to it. So to all you guys watching, it might as well be a secret. Now all my friends that watch, you guys know about it. I'm sure you guys follow me. But this is for the people that don't follow me and don't know about it. The first two that send me a private message on Instagram saying that you watch Judith the Jeep, I'll go ahead and send you. I've got some special Judith the Jeep stickers. I have not run these. There was actually only 30 of them made. Just because that's what I got. I gave them out at Jamboree last year. So if you want a Judith the Jeep decal, and I'll throw in one other little kind of cool gimmicky thing Jeep made that not too many people were able to get their hands on. So I'll send you a little gift if you find my Instagram and you drop me a PM, and I will make sure to send that out to you. So guys, again, thank you so much for sticking with this and watching all my content and all the feedback that I've gotten. I enjoy making all these videos. It's so much fun. So thanks for the thanks for the 1,000 subscribers, and I hope to catch you in the next video, and hopefully we'll be keeping on jeeping on, because I'm getting real tired of turning wrenches. So catch you out there.
The thrill of the wild. One vehicle captures that feeling with the strength and agility to master most any terrain. Nothing stands in its way. Jeep, like nothing you've ever driven.
There's a feeling you can get